Hello, this is Jay from paulpolito.com, and welcome to the next installment in our Linux screencast series about GNU and Unix commands. 103.1, Work in the Command Line, Part 3. In this screencast, we will talk about the basic shell commands pwd, man, uname, exec, and history. So let's get started. Basic shell commands pwd and man. The pwd command is an acronym for Print Working Directory. It returns the current directory as a complete path, as you already saw in earlier examples in other screencasts. There is really nothing more to say about the pwd command. The man command is used to access command manuals, also known as man pages. To open a man page is easy, as you already know. But how about navigation inside the man pages? That's also easy. Just use the page up and page down keys, and when you're finished reading the page, just press Q. If you want to search through the list of available commands, the -K switch of man can help you. Here's an example. I'm looking for a list of commands that relate to compressing files, so I run the following command: man -K compress. The man -K command is equivalent to the apropos command. Often, there are various man pages for one command available. To obtain the information about which man pages are available, we use the -F option of man, like this: man -F sync. This command is equivalent to the whatis command. By default, if you would run the man sync command, you would receive the first man page of sync. If you want to display another sync man page, just add the appropriate number directly after the word man, followed by the name of the command. So the command would be man 8 sync. The command man -A sync shows you all available sync man pages in a sequence. As you've seen already, often there are different basic sections associated with man pages. The following table lists the different sections. Basic shell commands uname and exec. The uname command prints system information regarding architecture and kernel. To quickly review all basic information of a system, we run the command uname -A. Here's an overview of the most important uname command switches. Generally, a new command also invokes a new process. If this process is terminated, the shell returns back to the original command prompt. The exec command is used to run another program that replaces the current shell. This example starts a child bash shell and then uses exec to replace it with a corn shell. Upon exit from the corn shell, you are back at the original bash shell. To check the current process ID of the different shells, we use the command echo $$. If you try this example, you should understand how the process of the exec command replaces the shell process. The command history. If you work on Linux systems, you may notice that you often use a command many times, either exactly the same way or with slight changes. The good news is that the bash shell keeps a record of recently executed commands, known as the command history. The history file for each user is stored in the hidden .bash history file in the user's home directory. An environment variable called hist size tells bash how many history lines to keep. Some of the commands that you can use with the history facility are Summary. The pwd command is an acronym for Print Working Directory and returns the current directory. The man command is used to access command manuals, also known as man pages. The uname command prints system information regarding architecture and kernel. You can use the exec command to run another program that replaces the current shell. The command history file for each user is stored in the hidden .bash history file in the user's home directory. An environment variable called hist_size tells bash how many history lines to keep. Study points. Try the pwd command. Study how to use man pages and the different sections associated with the man pages. Also, study the different man command switches. Run the uname command and try all command options available. Repeat the exec example given in this tutorial to understand the concept of exec. Find out for yourself how to close a terminal session. This is Jay from paulpolito.com, and thanks for watching this screencast about GNU and Unix commands. Until next time,